At 6, we find our first quarterback going off the board in Liberty's Malik Willis to the Panthers. I will say the Panthers GM came out either today or yesterday and said, look, we're not ruling out Cam Newton for another year, but the quarterback, well, Danny Cannell, it is dry right now. What do you think about Malik Willis to the Panthers at 6?
So I have been, you know this, Amanda, we've talked a lot. We've done a lot of these mock drafts. I've been a Kenny Pickett guy, but I am actually a Malik Willis guy. I'm moving him to the top of my board. In large part, here's why. I don't love this quarterback class. It's been pretty well documented. I don't think there's any guy that really lights it up. There's no surefire number 1 overall pick. But if you're going to invest this type of draft capital and financial commitment to a quarterback, I want to see big return. And I think with Kenny Pickett, I think it's a safe play, but I think the upside is limited with what you could get over the long haul. With Malik Willis, if you hit on him, if you surround him with the right talent, if you put him in the right system, if you get the type of development that you hope to get from him, I think you could hit a home run with him. So I think there's also a risk, though. You could see a player that could struggle to transition from playing at Liberty into the NFL. And I've told you guys this a couple times. I think he's sort of a hybrid between Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. The only problem is he's not the best of either one. He's like a little bit less than Josh Allen with the arm strength, and he's a little bit less than Lamar Jackson with the running capability, but he is sort of a hybrid of those two athletes. But I do think if you put him in the right system, build around him, let him utilize his legs, he could be a home run. But I am concerned about Carolina, where he's going with all the uncertainty, new offensive coordinator, coaching staff on the hot seat. I don't love the fit for him in Carolina.
Yeah, I think that's the problem here. And now they could very well go this route where they draft a rookie quarterback in the top 10. Sometimes the philosophy or the logic to it is, hey, if you're a head coach on the hot seat, draft a rookie, you play him, you see how things go, and maybe it buys you another year. The hard part is there's too many examples of times when coaches have done that, and they end up getting fired when it was all said and done. Jeff Fisher with Jared Goff in his first year ended up getting fired at the end of it. You go back to John Fox and Mitchell Trubisky in Chicago, there's plenty of examples. That's just a couple. So the reality is, if you're looking at this decision, it makes some sense because, well, they went with Teddy Bridgewater, a veteran before in year 1. That didn't work. They went with Sam Darnold last year. Kind of a veteran of sorts, still on his rookie deal, but that didn't work. Now they maybe go back into the draft, but does Matt Rule really have time to make it work? I don't know. And so for all the reasons that DK just talked about, Ryan, it's concerning for me because I do think he's going to have to play right away. Now, if Christian McCaffrey's still there, that takes some pressure off your shoulders. They do have a defense that's improved, that I think can hold down scoring so he doesn't have to be Superman out there like Cam Newton once was for Carolina. So I can see it making some sense. It's just a tough spot for a rookie quarterback to be in.
Here's what I love most about this conversation. Danny and Brady know quarterbacks better than anyone, and Danny's already talked himself out of Kenny Pickett and into Malik Willis. This is what NFL teams are doing because they have so much time to think about it. If Danny had to make the draft pick in January, he's taking Kenny Pickett. Just like these GMs and front office guys are sitting in these draft rooms and they're having 6 to 8 weeks to think about this. And like, you know what? Malik Willis does have higher upside, so maybe we should go in that direction. I think all the points Danny made are fair ones. I'm not a huge Kenny Pickett guy, and I think the upside on Malik is such that you want to take that gamble. If you're going to gamble on a quarterback, you want to be an athletic quarterback to do the things that they do in today's NFL. Sometimes you get Mr. Trubisky, sometimes you get Josh Allen, and you hope you get closer to Josh Allen than Mr. Trubisky if you're the Panthers. But to your point, Brady, the offensive line is in such disarray that I don't know what would have to happen for Malik Willis to have a successful season next year as that team is currently constituted. So those are the issues, and they painted themselves in the corner, the Panthers did, by not getting any quarterback during the free agency / trading period. So they're stuck with the number 6 pick, and the quarterback is probably going to have to be the choice there, even though their offensive lineman available. Also, shout out to Matt Rule for his third grade outfit that he wore there for the coach's picture. I don't know if that instills confidence in any quarterback going there, but I love the fact that he was dressed up like he was first day of school. That was pretty awesome.
Well, and he was also standing like it, right? Like in the front, like he really didn't want to be there, but here I am. Okay. Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.